Hello Disc Golf World, my name is Luke Humphries. You're watching the MX Disc Golf Championship here from San Luis Potosí, brought to you guys by Dynamic Discs. Sitting next to me, Kevin Jones, also going to be playing on this card here at Tangamanga Park, along with Paul Oman and Dustin Keegan. Kevin, you're one back of Dustin going into the round. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Luke, it's nice to be here in sunny Mexico. It's a beautiful time of year. This course is nice. I'm one stroke back from Dustin right now, but we've got a bunch of disc golf left. I'm not even thinking about anything like that at this point.
Yeah. 3-round tournament. This is round 2. Starting off on hole 1, par 4. Pretty tricky hole, Kevin.
Yeah, your theme of the course is going to be stay away from out of bounds. OB is going to be here on your left side, and that's not what you want to find. It's going to be the quickest way to add strokes to your score. If you can stay away from that, you should be able to be pretty clean.
Son las 2 de la tarde. Es hora de MPO lead card. En primer lugar, con un -9 en la primera ronda, tenemos a Dustin Keegan.
That's Raul Barcelo, who's the head of MX Disc Golf. Organized all of us coming down here this tournament. He does a lot of work on this course as well. That's a great shot from Dustin.
The air shot's going to take a flat shot, and it's going to need to turn to the right. If it doesn't get turned right, you're going to fade out too far left.
Tenemos a Kevin Jones.
I've got my D4 in my hand right now.
Just didn't need that clip. Turned it straight left. That'll be out of bounds,
En
unfortunately.
tercer lugar, con una ronda de -5, tenemos a Paul Oman.
No surprise, Paul's teeing off to a funky jam. Very smooth player from the Indiana area. Didn't really get over on this one, but it makes it through the trees, ends up in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, not bad. Covered a lot of ground. Yeah, he was looking to get that a little flatter.
Y para finalizar el lead card, también empatado en tercer lugar con -5, tenemos a Luke Humphries.
I'm going with a D2. Pretty understable. We haven't talked about it yet this time, but we are at 6,000 feet.
So what does that mean, Luke?
That means that the disc is going to be way more stable. There's less air to create that stable flight and let things flip to flat. So you really got to turn things over, which
Yep.
I did. Now you're throwing a stable fairway.
Yep, I took my meter in there, and I had a doable but very tough shot for my up and down to save par. Going out of bounds there is trouble, as you can see my head in the ditch.
Ball's in a good spot, playing a skip shot around that dead tree right there, and he does it perfectly. That's just a drop-in. Great way to start your round. Dustin's going FD3 from another great drive. Good landing zone. Nearly skips in, a little bit of ground action. 20 feet for his birdie. That's an MX1. A little breezier today than it was yesterday.
That's exactly what I was going to say. We're dealing with probably 15-mile-per-hour wind at points.
Indeed. Yeah, it was gusty. Wasn't there all the time, but
it was definitely a factor, though. It's going to change how you play these tee shots, and it's going to make putting around the basket way harder.
hole 2, par 3, great forehand skip shot. Players are looking to land right about here. Get the skip up there. The 264 I think plays about 290 because of how wide you have to take it, maybe 300.
Yep. We've got really freshly mowed grass, so keeping it low is not going to hurt.
Monster skip from Paul. That's a park job, back-to-back park jobs for him to start his round. That's great.
Yeah. As soon as he missed that stump, it was basically looking great. Very low from you, but look how it still works. I mean,
yeah. Triple skipped up there.
Better to miss low than high. On this hole, we've got a right to left wind, so getting that flare is a little bit harder, but all of us so far hitting the ground on angle with speed, and they're getting over there. I've got X1 in my hand, making sure that I'm going to get some kind of flare, and it will as long as it's not like stalling out.
And if you keep it low like you've done here. That's great. About 12, 15 feet for you. Dustin up first. Maybe a little bit of a grip issue there. I'm right about 27 feet. And that was not a good putt.
A little harder than I want to putt it, but hit the pole.
Yeah, I didn't mean to throw that one that hard either. So, wow. I actually didn't see how that happened in real time, and that was definitely off some pole. You and Paul are going to be taking birdies, Dustin a bogey, and I'll grab a par there. Things are changing up a lot right off the bat.
Yeah, sure are. That's not a hole you're going to see many bogeys on at all, so that one hurts for Dustin. Hole 3 is one that he'll be able to get it back, though. He has a great shot for this hole. It's going to be a flat drive, fast speed disc, because you want some flare at the end. But then again, if you just finished, you could throw mid-range to a good landing zone here and be fine.
Yeah, you really could. Early left is really the only thing you don't, you can't get up and down from. That's perfect from Paul.
Sure is. It's just a lace job.
I like this play from you.
It's tough today. We got that little headwind actually coming through here, so throwing a roller into a headwind isn't ideal, but I still think it's my highest percentage play, and it's going to be okay over there.
I went back to that D2. This one flipped up a little much on me, and kind of creates an interesting angle over there. I'm right of the fairway, about 30, 40 feet.
But an open line to the green?
Man, it'll be low ceiling.
I was curious because you got really good distance, and it finished left at the end.
Yeah. That's some great ground play from Dustin, landing right beside Paul. And even though you hit this tree, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I got M2 in my hand here. It's a disc that at this altitude, if you throw it flat, it just goes straight. Maybe finishes a little left. I had a window to hit there. I hit the window, and that was important. Give myself 20 feet.
Beautiful recovery shot. That standstill putter shot from Paul is super smooth. He's great at it. He's a great catch disc player if you're looking to throw a little frisbee or something.
Both of these guys in the same exact spot here. They covered so much ground on that tee shot that they make this upshot way easier.
Yeah, so I've got this first tree to beat and then 3 or 4 little scraggly things. And I just catch the dead center one.
Yeah, that would have scooted up really close had it missed that. Now, what, 45?
Mm-hmm.
45 with the weird wind, probably coming over your right shoulder.
Yep.
And that was a close one.
Yeah, it's a pretty soft par 4. It doesn't feel good to miss this one, especially when your tee shot carries over 400 feet.
That's kind of the theme for the entire course. I mean, there's so many par 4s that you're not feeling great if you're missing. This one is one of the more demanding tee shots, I would say, though.
Indeed.
Now we're moving on to hole 4, par 3 at 313 feet. Real short hole. A lot of people go for putters here. You could even step up to a fairway if you felt like you needed to, but
Yeah, we had that left to right wind today, so getting the disc back to the basket was really the key thing.
right. And today we've got headwind.
I believe it was left to right.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Paul swinging that one wide, and that is back to back to back park jobs.
Yeah, everything he's thrown today has been picture perfect.
And you did step up to that fairway, hit it nice and soft on the Anheuser angle. Skips up there nicely.
Yeah, I gave it a little more juice than the first round this time, and it was inside, but just good enough to get through.
Dustin, similar play. FD3, and that skip looked like it was heading in the right direction. I also am stepping up to a fairway, and I just chucked that one super high. Dealing with a bit of a finger thing, kind of just like a freak accident that happened my 3rd throw here in Mexico, and didn't play any practice rounds. And gonna be some misreleases. I was kind of planning on it, unfortunately, but it's Dustin now.
Oh, yeah, Dustin. That's clean, dropping it in there. That's the definition of a confident putt right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Luke, if you're not, it's hard to throw straight when you're having hand pain.
Nice birdie from you. And all 3 of you guys going birdie right there.
I am asked all the time, why do you play disc golf so much? And the best answer that I can give is always, it's just something about disc golf. You might think that it's like any other sport, but I promise you, this is not the case. There is something about this sport that connects with you, and I think that's where it starts. Disc golf connects with yourself. Even if I totally have a bad disc golf round, I can't stop thinking about coming back out there. Back to that magical moment when I am in the course and I find myself thinking, what I did wrong? I need to improve my form. And then you have the grip blocks, the wind. I think, I overthink. Is this the right disc? Should I spin it? Suddenly, I take a deep breath. I stop thinking and I start feeling the wind in my face, the disc in my hand. Then it happens. Disc golf teaches me to quiet my mind, feel, let go, do it. I play for that moment. Mind, senses, and feelings. Align them all in the same direction and you get joy. But disc golf is more than that. It's the walking nature, the closing of your computer, the discipline it requires. The people you meet, the hunting of the ace, the pleasure of a birdie. The good old need of aiming and shooting. The admiration that a pro player awakens in us, the desire of being better. The satisfaction of connecting what you envision, what with your body actually does. The dream of winning, the camaraderie of people recognizing your skill. The chat, the silence. The most zen and spiritual activity most of us do. The fact that literally anyone can play it. the sound of those chains. So yes, there is something about this sport. I don't know what it is, but the whole world should have the opportunity to try it.
Kasvatetaan lajia. Startum idrotterna. Låt oss växa sporten.
Invéntame sporte. Hagamos crecer el deporte.
Let's grow the sport.
All right, and we're back, hole 5, par 4. It's a shorter one. Forehand plays good. You're trying to move where the drone's flying and then kind of get to the right, opening up angles. Kev, you going forehand here?
I love the forehand here because getting right is great, and it's just got so much room for error, it seems like to me.
Lots of ground play to be had. You just keep it low. There's a bit of a gap to hit right here, though. It's a Roadrunner from Paul. Getting it on the path, sliding it up. That's perfect placement right there.
Yeah, for a backhand, that's fantastic. He impresses me with that. I'm opting for a little bit more of a stable D1.
Tiny little direction off of that tree right there, ending up in a great spot.
Yep, I was just a little bit inside there, but it worked out.
That was like an inch right.
It was not too far from where mine was, but that's going to be a long ways from the basket.
Going forehand here. And
Whoa.
I thought that I saw something like that.
Yeah, I definitely saw that from the tee, but I didn't think it would be like a big deal. It probably didn't change too much.
Dustin ended up about 120 feet short. And I just needed to beat that tree right there, and it was parked.
About how much further would you run up on a flick like that as opposed to standstill?
I think I stopped standstilling at like 250, 240, I guess.
Okay, so another 40, 50 feet.
Mm-hmm. Interesting question. We see you beautifully get up there. That's a stable PA3?
Yeah, stable-ish, pretty straight, but
Now Dustin, this beautiful little forehand, finding the home. Man, he hit that tree off the tee shot, threw one to a, like, I don't know, I guess at 150 out. And let's see this full slow-mo replay. Dude, like he was flying a drone into the bucket. That was perfect, man.
yeah, that disc is awesome. He feels great with that disc.
I'm just high on that one. You just tap your birdie in right there. That's a par for me. Paul's got a little bit less distance for his birdie to go 5 through 5. Absolutely ridiculous start. He's only one back of you and Dustin now. Really picked up those strokes. Headed into hole 6. You described it yesterday as somewhat of a bonus hole.
Yeah, for this course, it is. It's got to be one of the harder birdies on the course, I would say. I do wonder how many people have birdied this hole. Not really any OB that you have to worry about. Just like this pushing hyzer. You could go stall hyzer, and other people opt for like a flat low shot with a skip, and I like that play. It seems to work.
Paul trying to go right over those green trees. This was looking a little inside.
Right. Yeah, dude, you deserve that. Nice shot, man.
Man, but it was perfectly inside.
Yeah, I guess so. It was just, I mean, it was as inside as it could be, but still being pretty clean.
Mhm.
Like,
Indeed. Yeah. Not lucky.
now this is inside, but I don't mind missing there too much. It seems like if you go too wide, you're not going to get through these thick trees, but inside you can get sneaky.
Dustin will be going low. Going for that ground play.
The angle control is so good right now from him.
Yeah, that's just inside circle 1.
And that looks a touch wide.
Yeah.
No, it's not. You're playing Stahlheiser, so it just kind of pushes longer. That probably didn't even come too close to those trees. Trying to give a little bit of a run there, and then I'm just hoping that it sits. Don't roll down. Give me a 30-footer or anything.
Yeah. A little awkward putt. And lots going on behind the basket there. That little biker, man, honestly, I don't need to be making excuses, but I was rattled.
Next time we'll have him stop for you.
Lots going on for Dustin's putt, too. This is a very busy corner. This is the second largest park in Central America as we see Paul go 6 for 6, man. He's on a tear.
Yeah, he's playing perfect right now.
He's now caught you guys, and we have a 3-way tie if Dustin can convert that par, which he does.
This is a good comebacker from Dustin right there. And a good comebacker from you as well. It's tough. You're just trying to string something together, and you throw a fantastic shot in this hole, and you're still at like 33 feet, headwind, 5 bikers in the background. It's not easy to get it rolling right there.
Yeah, we do have a little walk now. 2 hole 7. Plays a flat to hyzer putter, maybe stable mid-range, could even be a stable fairway driver. You're just trying to get through those late trees, which are about every 5-6 feet, making it you know, you can throw a perfect shot and not get the result that you should.
Yeah, that's just one of those holes right here. Paul, for example, exactly what you want, and then just doesn't get through what he needs to get through. But as players, we're just trying to throw it straight, hit the initial gap, and then get it moving left. I like mine.
Yeah.
Playing the flat.
Hit it on just a touch of Anheuser.
I've been hitting my lines really good with the Anheuser, so I'm just like making that shape work on a couple of these holes like this one.
That's a zone from Dustin. Looked perfect as well.
Exactly. Nothing you can do about that. Like Paul, for example, was playing perfect and threw another perfect shot, and he's not going to have a great look at birdie, to say the least.
At this point, that was a terrible shot. At this point, Paul hasn't missed a shot in my mind. Even though he's not being rewarded on this hole, he's now thrown 7 in a row,
100%.
plus par 4s. And I hated doing this, but it was really my best option. It was pretty rough over there, so.
No doubt. A3 roller.
Yeah. Circled the bucket at about 45 feet and stopped there, so. I've got a chance. Were you going to look up some stats on your phone, Kev, or what? Paul, long bid. Almost makes it. Dustin also nearly canning that one. Got a little tree in my way, a little hyzer putt I'm looking for. And that, man, I'm honestly having trouble popping the disc at this point. My whole hand is kind of ringing.
Kind of looked like you had a low ceiling there. You had to punch that one.
Yeah, I did. And with this elevation, you really got to spin the Frisbee to keep it flat. And so there's just another extra layer of...
Yeah, I've been struggling with my low ceiling putts down here.
It's hard. I'll card the bogey. You grab the birdie. A couple pars from Paul and Dustin heading into hole 8, 290. Couple different routes on this one. We're flying, I think, the pretty route. You know, you can throw a floaty putter, a little bit of turnover down this route right here. Or you can take the field goal route, I'll call it, that you're going for, which is a little pure in my mind.
Yeah, it's a pretty pure line.
And that's laced, middle of the field goal.
I'm loving it.
Slides long. But
Just feels so good to throw the exact line that you're imagining.
KC Pro AVR from Paul here. He's going with that left gap, looking to get some flip up on this putter. Oh my gosh. We knew it, you know, being there, it was hard to keep quiet, but what a pure shot, Kev.
It was great. And yeah, I mean, we knew it was going to happen. It's so hard to have a genuine surprised reaction, but just like what I saw when I saw the shot is out of his hand. It just looked beautiful. It looked like he was going to lay it down right at the pole.
It was getting the drift right there, and then it clips this tree about 70 feet out, and man, it comes in like a putt.
Yeah, have you ever seen an ace like that, like a high tree limb to down into the basket?
To nose down like
a
Kevin Jones jumper?
Have you ever seen that before?
I don't think I have, no.
I definitely have seen it only once in my life, and it's a special thing.
Wild moment. Next up on the tee, Dustin Keegan, and look at this one.
Yes.
For a second there, man, it looked like it would stay up and move right.
Hey, I was
possibly
wide-eyed looking at that one.
Okay, I'm looking to get to some forehand holes ASAP.
Get to the forehand holes.
There you go.
They're coming up. A couple more rollers. A couple more backhands.
I just...
powerful bid there.
A powerful bid,
Got the
yes.
spin down.
We'll call it that.
Spin down. That thing was spinning.
Yep. Yeah, I made sure and added that this time.
And for that, it stayed up in the air forever.
Paul's got this green lid in his bag, too, that a Colombian guy gave him. He hasn't had a catch disc all week. Somebody gifted him a catch disc, and now he goes back to perfect. 8 under through 8 holes, picking up the Eagle ace. Beautiful putt from Dustin. When he's hitting them, it looks as easy as anybody.
Yeah, he has a great stroke to it. His great putts just are so pure.
And that was...
What?
It hit some wood.
Did it?
It did.
I did not even notice.
Okay. Man, not my best putt. Back-to-back bogeys, unfortunate for myself, but really cool to watch Paul ace, and man, good vibes on the card going on right now.
To go back to perfect, that's awesome.
That's super wild.
Here we are, hole 9, par 4, 514 feet, so short par 4. The only out of bounds on this hole is well long of the basket, so not probably going to find that. Definitely want to go with a roller here.
Yeah.
No reason not to. It could give you a definite look at a 2, which is what you want.
Yeah, Paul going Roadrunner. And this one flipping up a little bit. It's straight up and down now, moving right away from the basket, but it's so wide open from over there.
Yep.
Job done.
For the big arms like Paul, this is a really common result, to just send a roller. It was well too far right, but he covered all the ground, and he's looking straight at the basket.
To get over by the bucket, you're going to need to cut, much like you're doing here.
I did exactly what I wanted here. This is how I think it's supposed to look if you're trying to park it.
Oh my goodness.
And I still didn't even cut it enough.
Which are like, what, 55, 60? How far out are you there?
Yeah, I would say right around there. And Dustin hits the lone tree in the middle of there, and that's going to make his up and down long and hard. That's definitely what you don't want to do.
You literally don't even want to think about that tree. I go right beside it, trying to hold that cut as well. Not the best deflection, but covers distance and leaves me in a pretty good spot. This would be a long, low ceiling shot if he was going to pull this off and give himself a bid. Hits short, and he'll have this forehand tactic approach. He's really good at this shot too. Hits it on the anhyzer, lets it flex out a little bit.
Yeah, this is his bread and butter.
Man, I left that one wide. I'm just having trouble doing anything right at the moment. Paul's got a little jumper at it for eagle.
Sure does. Gives it a good bid.
You've got a jumper at it for eagle now. And,
Yep.
and yours was legitimate. That was 50-something feet. You hit those all the time. Man, I'm able to find feels like a blind squirrel nut at this point. But anything feels good.
Yeah, you'll take it.
Paul got to go under that branch a little bit.
Staying more than solid.
9-4-9. Grab the birdie as well. And now it's 2 at the top. Dustin grabbing that par. And that does it for the front 9. Here from San Luis Potosí, clean card for Paul Oman. 9 through 9 holes. And other than the bogey on 1, you have an incredible round going yourself.
Picked it up after that first hole, but Paul's card looks awesome.
Freddie Meza jumping up into 4th place, 4 through 11, playing a pretty good round himself. Thank you guys for joining us for the front 9 of the second round of the MX Disc Golf Championship here from Tangamanga Park, brought to you guys by Dynamic Discs. For Kevin Jones, I'm Luke Humphries. We'll see you on that back 9.